Woo! It's been a warm one today. Apologies, this review has been a lot later than I'd planned to do it. I thought I'd catch up with sort of all results and everything else that was going on, including a little bit of the England game as well. So I thought, I'll do the review around about now. It ended Bradford City 1, Grimsby Town 1. And what can I say? I don't know if to be disappointed or pleased. I suppose I'm a bit of both. I'm disappointed and I'm pleased. Over 1,700 fans of Grimsby went to Bradford today. Congratulations to everybody that went. It was a great atmosphere. I wasn't there, but I was listening to it on TV, and all I could do was hear you guys. It was absolutely phenomenal. A couple of things I just want to pick up on this game. First of all, the yellow cards that were given out to our players. Each and every yellow card was right. There was not one yellow card that was given that was wrong. Every yellow card, even the couple that were given to Bradford players, because I know at half time people were saying that the referee, or a couple of people were saying the referee was itching to send one of our players off. The truth is, every single yellow, especially in the first half, was a yellow. And it was a tight affair, really. Grimsby were always the better side throughout, really, at least in the first half. In fact, in the first half, Bradford really offered nothing, and the pressure finally paid off on 43 minutes when Arthur Noah picked out a wonderful ball, just brought it down, wonderful turn, played it back for Malarkey. Malarkey swung the ball in, and just where Danny Rose wants it, right on his head. Great run in between the defenders to put the Mariners 1-0 up at Valley Parade, and we're well on the way to picking up our first win at Valley Parade since 1997. And then in the second half, which I knew was going to happen, Bradford started to attack and sort of fence us in a little bit, which they did, but again didn't really put too much pressure shots wise. For us, again, we didn't really create too much, but Arthur Ganoa had a couple of real good chances, or at least chances that you would have expected a little bit more from. Saved by the Bradford keeper, but probably one I'm sure Arthur would have felt like I could have really buried at least one of those, and we were being pinned back a lot for the second half. Malarkey was being found a little bit wanting defensively now and again, and it was I couldn't see a goal after about 70 minutes. To be fair, Grimsby were shielding Bradford quite well, and I was pleased with it. But obviously, everybody knows, you don't finish a game off, you can get caught out, and that's exactly what happened when Bradford, they picked up the ball in the middle, and Alex Gilead just basically took a pot shot. He took a shot from about 30 yards out, and it arrowed into the bottom corner. Great finish, Bradford, great finish. Very frustrating with only about, in the end, it was only about 6 minutes to go, and to concede the level of goal that we conceded, can't fault it. It was a great strike, and really no real chance for Jake Eastwood. But again, a little bit that is frustrating a lot of Town fans, and I understand this. And really, it's only the players that can sort this out, and that is becoming clinical. What I will say is that we don't create enough throughout the 90 minutes. We really don't. We were playing the ball around, lovely first half, lovely play. Playing good diagonal passes, playing across the park, really, really nice, without really creating too much. And in the second half, really, for the first 15 minutes of the second half, we were being penned in. It was all Bradford. The amount of attacks, the amount of challenges, the amount of territory that Bradford had was quite concerning. But overall, I thought the defence did quite well. It took us to about 76, 77 minutes or so for Paul to decide to make a sub, which was Michi Fete. We seem to forget how to hold the ball for a lot of the second half, and I think that let Grimsby down today was the ability to hold on to the ball, because really Bradford did not offer an awful lot going forward. Yet they were threatening to get into, as I've said, territory areas, but not ready to put a lot of pressure onto Jake Eastwood, really. So it was sort of like, when that goal went in, it was kind of, that is 2 points dropped for me. But again, it just shows you about being more clinical when we get up to the top end of the pitch. We've got to be more clinical. You are not going to keep being able to shut teams out with one goal. You just will not always achieve it. And that is what I think we have to be aware of, because the reason why we dropped points there wasn't really anything, sometimes Vandal Solomon on this, that Paul could do. You could say, yes, why didn't he make subs sooner? But I've also got to say that we do seem a bit like we're trying to hold on to the one after a certain time. I mean, the worrying stat that Sky gave out was that is now 9 points dropped from winning positions. That is the negative for us, really. 9 points from winning positions. And I think, the clinicalness has got to come. We've got to be killing teams off, because at the minute we just seem I don't want to say content with trying to hold a lead, but if there's one thing I'm, especially away from home, that I'm fairly confident of at the minute, is that the other team will score. I am fairly confident 90% of the time that they will score. I just wonder whether we do enough to really put teams out of sight. And the honest truth is, no, we don't. I mean, let's look at the positive, though. The positive is, again, it's another game unbeaten. A very solid start, 10 points from 7 games. You know, by far not the worst. We lie in 12th position after the rest of the games in League 2. I've got to say, away from us just for a minute, League 2 is ridiculous. The amount of strange scores that and results that are being gotten in League 2 is insane. I've never seen a League 2 as competitive as this. I really haven't. It's building up to be a cracking season. But back to the Mariners, the last bit of negativity, if you want to call it, for me is, again, going back to the thing, ruthlessness. We're not ruthless enough in front of goal. We can score a goal, but we're not finishing teams off. And that is something that Paul and Chris and the coaching team can drill in as much as they like. I think there is more positives than negatives. But obviously to concede a goal so late, I mean, that's gonna feel like, you know, we probably should have had 3 points, and we should have had 3 points today, really. And to end up with only the one, it's just very, very frustrating. Yeah, we've got to become more clinical. If you're not going to create that many chances, then the ones that you do create, you have to take. And we seem to be able to do that at home, but away we haven't found that I'm going to use the word niche yet. We haven't found that yet. But the good thing is still only 1 defeat in the league. Like I said, 10 points from 7. We could have had a lot more. We could have had a couple more wins, but still only 1 defeat. Town are definitely going in the right direction, but yeah, we have to be more clinical. That's basically the base of this. We've got to be more clinical when we're chasing the forward, the attacking portion of the pitch. We have to be more clinical because we didn't create a great deal, but like I said, we had after that header, we had about, or even before the header, we had 1 or 2 chances after and just before. And like I said, Arthur Ganoa with 2, I won't say glorious chances, but chances he would have felt he could have done better with. So we move on though. We move on to Wrexham next Saturday. And another point on the road, a difficult place to go, but still I have not beaten Bradford since 1997. But you know, teams such as Bradford and you know, teams like Walsall and that have done that have took points off us after being in front, and Notts as well. They've all got to come to BP, and at the minute BP's not an easy place to come to. So hopefully, you know, we can we can try and just find that clinical edge which we need. And I think once we do, if we can get to where we're scoring more than 1 goal a game on average, and away from home that's what we're doing, roughly 1 goal a game, but that isn't always going to be enough, and that's being shown so far. We haven't kept a clean sheet away from home, and I think we've only really scored no more than 1 goal away from home. So, that has to be addressed. We do enough at home, but not quite enough away. So, if you were at Bradford today, do leave your comments for me down below and your review of the game. Like I said, overall I thought we did okay. Overall, I thought the boys played some good stuff. It's just that clinical edge. Now I want to know your opinion. What do you guys think? How frustrated are you that Town again haven't seen out a decent away performance? We again draw again. So let me know down below what you think. Please do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be the Wrexham game. So see you guys then. Ciao for now, guys. Ciao for now.